Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. It's been just over 2 weeks since an inmate at the prison here in Bridgewater tested positive for the Covid-19 virus, and now we can tell you that one person has died. The man who was serving a life sentence was in his 50s and had underlying health problems which made him more susceptible to contracting the virus. Since the initial test a few weeks ago, 23 inmates have tested positive, as has 3 DOC staff members and a medical provider. The Prisoners Legal Services is an organization that advocates for safe, humane, and lawful treatment of prisoners. They released a statement on the deaths of the Brockton Enterprise that reads, "We are very distressed to hear the news of the first death from COVID-19 of an incarcerated person in Massachusetts. We very much hope that his death and the current suffering of all the other prisoners, correctional officers, and medical staff struggling with COVID-19 in the Commonwealth today propel swift and meaningful action to release people who can safely live in their communities. Such action must happen as immediately as possible to be effective and to minimize future deaths." The Department of Corrections did release a statement to the paper that reads, "Maintaining the safety, security, and well-being of our inmate population, staff, and the public remains the Mass DOC's highest priority, and the department will continue to work closely with our medical provider and the Department of Public Health to take necessary precautions to mitigate any potential spread of the virus." Now, aside from the DOC total of 30, we can tell you that according to Town Manager Michael Dutton, there are 15 active positive cases here in Bridgewater reported by the Department of Public Health. Now, this number doesn't include those who reported earlier but have recovered and quarantined for 14 days. And as far as the general population here in Bridgewater, according to the town manager, he is not aware of any deaths that were caused due to the COVID-19 virus. Turning to other news, drivers here in the Bay State will now face some serious potential consequences for using their phones while driving. From February 23rd through March 31st, drivers caught using their cell phones behind the wheel were given a warning as part of the new hands-free law, but now that law has taken effect and has costly ramifications. The first offense will cost you $100, the second $250, and the third offense, along with any other subsequent violations, will set you back $500. Starting with the second offense, you will have to take a mandatory distracted driving educational course, and there will be an added insurance surcharge as well. For more information on the hands-free law and how you can still legally use your phone, you can visit the link at the bottom of your screen. Many of us have received our census forms, however there are some residents that haven't and are afraid of missing some deadlines. If you have a P.O. box as your mailing address, the census is meant to be hand-delivered to your house. However, due to the pandemic that has been affecting our country, the people that delivered the census weren't sent out with those packets. Although some may have not received their census, they can enter their information in by phone or by going online. If you choose the phone method, you can visit sec.state.ma.us. When the page loads, click on the phone icon and there will be phone numbers for each language. If you go online, again, the website is sec.state.ma.us, and there are a few steps to follow. First, click on Fill out your census online. From there, you will go to a page that says Shape Your Future. Click on Respond, and that will bring you to the Welcome page, which is where you will click Start Questionnaire. On the next page, which is the login page, there will be a box where the ID number would go. Click on the link that says, "If you do not have a census ID, click here." There should be a census form that will open for you to complete. And right now we're going to show you a short video that will explain what the census actually does and also how it keeps your information safe and private.
In 2020, the U.S. Census will work to create an accurate picture of everyone who lives here. But why fill out the census? What is asked, and how is your information protected? The 2020 census is quick, and the questions asked are simple. They will ask how many people are living in your home, if you rent or own, and everyone's gender, age, and race. The census will never ask for your social security number, political affiliation, money, bank information, or citizenship status. If anyone asks this claiming to be from the census, they are trying to scam you. The census provides information that helps the government provide many things. For every person not counted, the city loses $2,400 in federal funding every year. It also helps determine how many representatives each state gets in Congress. Census information helps cities get grants and other money for infrastructure and road improvements, free and reduced lunch programs, childcare development, and much more. Your privacy matters. Under Title 13 of the U.S. Code, All answers given to the census are 100% anonymous by law and used only to produce statistics. All information about individuals is then kept confidential until 72 years after it was collected. How do you participate? This year, the census is offering a full online response option, along with phone and paper options. From March 12th to the 20th, there will be an invite to respond online sent to all homes, with reminders sent out if you don't respond. August through October, census workers will be out knocking on doors of those that haven't responded yet. So when the time comes, take a few minutes out to do this once-in-a-decade duty. For more information about the census, visit 2020census.gov.
There have been updates made to the Plymouth County Outreach page, and for more on that, let's send it to Mary Evers.
On March 31st, Plymouth County Outreach announced updates to their webpage. With the new webpage came new information and additional services. The goal of this refurbishment was to make all information easier to find for those who needed PCO services. The Plymouth County Outreach Program is a collaboration with 27 municipal police departments in Plymouth County in order to make treatment for those suffering with substance abuse more available. The program was founded in 2016 in order to offer treatments, care, and compassionate support for those battling addiction and their families and loved ones. Each police department has outreach officers that helps those suffering and offer a multitude of services across the county. On the website, visitors can now learn about the PCO's newest team approach that they have alongside South Shore Health, the Police Assisted Addiction Recovery Initiative, and Beth Israel Deaconess Leahy Health. The site also offers a blog called Recovery Corner, which is a safe space for those recovering to share their stories. This can be found in the Community tab. For more information on the PCO and their services, be sure to visit the site itself, plymouthcountyoutreach.org. For Bridgewater Now, I'm Mary Evers.
All right, thank you, Mary. Turning to your health today, and when it comes to the COVID-19 virus, there have been a lot of rumors on how to prevent a possible infection. From taking a hot bath to eating garlic to using hand dryers, there are many myths that people are using to try and protect themselves.
People who are thinking that hot air kills this virus and using blow dryers or somehow increasing the room temperature will help prevent the spread, that will not happen. That type of heat is not necessarily going to cause a change in the infectiousness of this particular virus.
There have been people that say hot, humid places are protective, but evidence to date shows that the virus can be transmitted in all areas. Some believe that much like Triple E and the West Nile virus, COVID-19 can be transmitted through mosquitoes, but right now that doesn't appear to be the case.
Mosquitoes can transmit disease only by sucking your blood and then transferring that blood into someone else. And so things like West Nile virus, that's how it works, all right? Things like malaria, that's how it works. But this virus doesn't stay in your blood very long.
And as for other myths like ibuprofen making the virus worse, and if only older people are at risk,
we have not seen this in any other study. We have not seen this in any of our experience here in the United States. Younger adults can get infected and can get severe infection, although not nearly as often as an older adult. It is something that we are really recognizing that young adults, 20s, 30s, and 40s, should still be very vigilant to make sure that they don't get this virus.
the true best way to prevent COVID-19 right now, it appears, is just to use good hygiene, wash your hands regularly, and to continue to practice social distancing. Now, this pandemic has affected our lives, and that includes children as well. 2-year-old Benjamin Godek celebrated his second birthday this past Sunday, and with social distancing taking effect, that meant that he couldn't have a normal birthday with family and friends. So instead of a normal celebration, he had a special celebration and made some new friends, as well as over 100 vehicles took part in this birthday parade.
My name is Tim Mayo. We're all gathering today for my nephew Benjamin's birthday. We got tons of bikes, tons of trucks. He loves his trucks. All the social distancing, it's kind of weird not to have a birthday right now, but we're all here gathering. We're all going to celebrate his birthday. Let's get everybody on the roads. Let's get those horns beeping. Let's wish him a happy birthday.
Hi, we're gathering today at St. Thomas Church in Bridgewater to get together to go see little Ben Godek for his second birthday party. He couldn't celebrate with all of his friends, so we wanted to do a big parade in front of his house down at 402 Main Street in Bridgewater. Happy birthday, Ben.
Thank you. Beautiful Ben turned 2 years old on April Fool's Day, and we were a little sad that we couldn't do anything big with our family and friends, so we decided to organize a parade, which I guess is turning out to be bigger than we all thought. But we're so grateful that everybody's coming out to wish him a happy birthday and give him a little love. I'm sure every parent can understand. They just want their kids to feel happy and special on their special day. Yeah, so that's it. We're just going to enjoy.
Thank you to Tony Esposito for getting video and sharing the video of the birthday parade, and happy belated birthday to Ben. Thank you for watching this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck.
We're here at St. Thomas Aquinas Church in Bridgewater, Massachusetts with the pastor, Father Bill Devine. And it's Palm Sunday, and he wants to give us a little update on kind of what's happened today and what will be happening in the upcoming Holy Week. Father?
Thanks, Tony. Again, Father Bill Devine. First, I want to wish everybody in Bridgewater who's watching this very happy and holy Palm Sunday. This is probably a Palm Sunday or Holy Week that you're going to remember for a long time and very different from anything that you or I have experienced, given the restrictions that we have on us. Because of the restrictions we have on us, and I think in most churches, we're not able to have public services. So most are either taping it, or videoing it, or having live streamed. Here at Palm Sunday at St. Thomas Aquinas, we live streamed it, and that'll be put up on our website and Facebook page. Just to give it back on what we've done over the past few weeks since Lent began, we really want to stay connected with our parishioners as best we can, given the limitations. So one of the things we've done is on Facebook, our parish Facebook page, we have given Father Giambetti, my associate, and David Campo, the seminarian who is with us for this period of time, we tape reflections on a gospel reading of the day. And that you can access that on our Facebook page. Any way that we can connect with our parishioners. Also, up to this point, we've been able to keep our church open, the lower church, for people to come in and pray. And I think we've seen that a number of people have taken an opportunity just to come in for a few minutes to pray. Again, respecting the restrictions and washing their hands beforehand with Purell. So we really try to adhere to that very strictly. Unfortunately, Palm Sunday, when most people want to receive palms, we are not allowed to in any way distribute palm branches. I know that's disappointing for a lot of people, but the Archdiocese of Boston, was very clear about that. So we apologize that we weren't able to give out the palm branches. As we move through Holy Week, the holiest week of the year, we will be again offering the daily reflections, but come on Holy Thursday, we will live stream the Holy Thursday evening service, Mass, and that'll be at 7 o'clock. On Good Friday, we'll have live stream the Stations of the Cross at 3 o'clock, and then at 7 o'clock we'll have a service of the Adoration of the Cross. And then on Holy Saturday, this coming Saturday, we will celebrate what we in our tradition call the Easter Vigil, when we light the Easter candle and symbolizes the risen Lord. And then on Easter Sunday, we'll have Mass at 10 o'clock, the regular Easter Mass. I have to tell you personally, it's very odd to be celebrating Mass in church with nobody there, or pretty much nobody there. But we come together in faith. And I know whether people are watching it on BTV or going on a link, that we're praying with and for each other, that we're going to get through this. God's going to get us through this. Although I realize that there's a lot of people have anxieties and fears, our Lord's going to get us through this. I have what I call, I think what's developed is a holy hunger. I think we've come to realize that how important it is, not just to pray for ourselves, but how important the community is. Whatever church, and whatever community we worship in, sometimes we probably realize that we're taking that for granted. And we're developing a holy hunger for God. And certainly in the Catholic tradition, a holy hunger for the Eucharist, for Holy Communion. So we're going to continue to try, again, given the restrictions that we have, to reach out to our parishioners. And I really appreciate BTV's opportunity to be interviewed and let you know what we're doing here.
Anything special that's going to be happening for Easter, because it is such a special holiday? Anything different?
Yeah, unfortunately not. We were going to have an Easter egg hunt, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to that, but even that is not possible. So I think for Easter, other than the Mass that people are going to stream. There's nothing else because of the restrictions, not only the restrictions that our governors put on us that we honor and respect, but the Archdiocese of Boston, Cardinal Sean O'Malley, has put sometimes even greater restrictions on us, and certainly only for the protection of people. And especially as we've heard the virus is going to ramp up in these coming days, I think we have to be especially vigilant and of ourselves and our families. So for Easter, to answer your question, it's just going to be the Mass that's going to be on TV.
Would you like to offer a prayer today for those who are watching?
Absolutely. Would you pray with me? Just take a moment. Dear Lord, these are unprecedented times. These are times that all of us are being challenged. And I ask that this may be a time that many will be drawn closer to you, our need for you, our need for your help. So many things, Lord, seem to be beyond our control. But let us know that you are Lord Jesus. Let us know, Jesus, that you will be with us to protect us, to keep us and our families safe. Help us not only through these next few weeks, but the months that will follow. Remove anxiety for people's minds and hearts. I pray in a special way for those who have contracted COVID-19. I pray that you help them to return to safety and health, Lord. I pray, Jesus, for the first responders and for all those in the medical profession who are working tirelessly to help those in most need. Give them the strength that they need, Lord. And I pray too, Lord, for those who have died, not only with this virus, but because of other causes. I pray for them that they, Lord, would be with you in heaven and celebrate Easter in heaven. And I pray, Lord, that you help all of us to be mindful not to lose patience with each other, to see this time of recognizing the importance, Lord, of reaching out to others in whatever ways we can do that. Lord, I thank you for the privilege of being able to serve this community and this parish. Guide me and all of the ministers in Bridgewater, Lord, to serve you as best we can. And we ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Father.